France has one of the richest, most turbulent histories in the world, and that has made it an extraordinary canvas for video games. From the blood-soaked streets of the French Revolution to rat-infested fields and the Nazi-occupied rooftops of Paris, game developers have returned again and again to France as a setting. In this video, I'm counting down 5 of the best video games set in France. So let's get into it. Number 1. Assassin's Creed Unity. Set in Paris during the French Revolution from 1789 to 1794, Unity follows Arnaud Dorian as he navigates a city tearing itself apart, and Ubisoft went to extraordinary lengths to bring it to life. Historical figures including the Marquis de Sade, Maximilien Robespierre, and a young Napoleon Bonaparte all make appearances woven into a conspiracy-driven storyline that uses the revolution's chaos as its backdrop. Paris is split into 7 different wards, each functioning like a mini-city with its own flavour, architectural style and people. For sheer scale and historical ambition, Unity remains one of the most impressive recreations of France ever put in a game. Number 2. The Saboteur. Inspired by a true story, The Saboteur stars Sean Devlin, a street-tough Irish race car driver trapped behind enemy lines in 1940s Nazi-occupied France. Motivated by personal revenge, Sean fights, climbs and races through open-world Paris, sneaking into the heart of Nazi operations and sabotaging their every move. What sets it apart is its remarkable visual system. In areas where the Nazis have full control, the game is rendered in black and white, with only the occasional flash of red to mark something of value to the enemy, or blue for the French resistance. As you continue to strike blows against the occupation, colour slowly returns to that part of the city. It's one of the most creative uses of visual design in any open-world game, and the player can explore Nazi-occupied Paris, the French countryside, and even parts of Germany as the resistance gradually pushes back. It's pulpy, it's brutal, and it's an absolute love letter to France. Number 3. A Plague Tale: Innocence. Set in Aquitaine, France from 1348 to 1349, the siblings Amicia and Hugo de Rune find themselves caught in the middle of 3 devastating historical events simultaneously: the Black Death, the 100 Years' War, and the Medieval Inquisition. The player controls Amicia, the teenage daughter of a noble family brutally murdered by the Inquisition. Orphaned and homeless, she takes care of her 5-year-old brother Hugo, who is suffering from a mysterious illness, all while the 2 children are hunted by Inquisition soldiers, marauded by local townsfolk who blame them for the plague, and forced to survive endless swarms of rats that devour everything in their path. The rats in particular are a masterpiece of game design, terrifying, biblical in scale, and a genuinely unique way of representing the horror of medieval plague. It's one of the most emotionally devastating games of its generation, and its French setting is absolutely central to everything it does. Number 4. Steel Rising. What if the French Revolution had been crushed not by soldiers, but by an army of clockwork machines? That's the premise of Steel Rising, a Souls-like action RPG that takes one of history's most famous uprisings and bends it into something extraordinary. The player assumes the role of Aegis, a female automaton and bodyguard to Queen Marie Antoinette. The Queen wants Aegis to find her creator in order to end the massacres being carried out by the robot army of a tyrannical King Louis XVI. Louis XVI here is reimagined as a watchmaker who has designed an army of automatons to quell the insurrection. A powerful and cruel monarch who does not want to spare anyone and violently punishes the rebels, leaving Paris on fire as men, women and children are massacred in the streets. Allies and enemies with unclear motives will cross your path, among them Marie Antoinette, Lafayette and Robespierre, as you cut through one of gaming's most inventive takes on French history. Number 5. Company of Heroes. Stepping away from Paris entirely, Company Heroes takes us to the beaches and hedgerows of Normandy in the summer of 1944. Set during the Allied invasion of German-occupied Normandy, Company of Heroes takes its cues from Saving Private Ryan, portraying both the sheer brutality of the war and the humanity of its combatants. The single-player campaign spans more than a dozen missions in which Able Company lands on Omaha Beach on D-Day, liberates key towns and strategic points, and disrupts German supply lines and secret weapons, all rendered in stunning, real-time tactical detail. The creators drew direct inspiration from the Band of Brothers TV series, and it shows. The cinematics, the atmosphere, and the weight of every decision feels worthy of that comparison. The result is not just one of the greatest strategy games ever made, but one of the most powerful portrayals of the liberation of France in any medium. And there you have it, 5 incredible games set in France. I hope you enjoyed, and be sure to subscribe if you want more.